At 5 o'clock early in the morning, a ship peeled itself out of the fog. A freighter, a very juicy target that would be worthwhile to engage. Unfortunately, this target was not traveling alone. It was accompanied by a small patrol craft, so we had no choice but to dive. Now submerged, we continued to approach our target, disregarding the small patrol craft as a serious threat. You can imagine our surprise when all of a sudden there were signs that we had been spotted. Flashlights turned on and scanned the surface, searching for our periscope. The patrol craft that we had so easily dismissed as a threat was apparently armed with anti-submarine weaponry. Hydrophone, air-stick, and depth charges. The pings of the enemy air-stick became louder, more frequent, closer, searching for us, finding us, despite our best efforts. The enemy set up a depth charge. Sure that the small enemy craft only carried enough depth charges for one pattern, we entered a very risky game of positioning, high-speed maneuvers below the surface, coming up to periscope depth, looking for our target, diving again to avoid the small boat, constantly trying to stay above us. Finally we were in a good position, off the enemy's starboard side. The torpedo tube opened. The torpedo left its tube, but failed to detonate. It was a dud. Another one for our growing collection of malfunctioning torpedoes. All that we could do at this point was to dive as deep as we could, and then try to sneak away, so that the patrol craft loses our position.
Derzeitige Tiefe 2-0.
They, however, had other ideas. The merchant sailed away, but the patrol craft hunted us for hours, possibly radioed in our position and waited for reinforcements. It took all our skill to shake it off. What a persistent little bugger that was. I mean, that thing hounded me for hours. It was really difficult to shake that little patrol boat. I guess due to his very tight turning circle, he had a certain advantage. And he made really good use of that. It was super difficult to shake that guy. Let's come up to pace with that.
Auf Zero-Tiefe gehen.
Finally it seems as if that little boat turned away and, well, the distance is finally where I can say that he might be getting away from us. Moving away, already at medium range. I want to verify that by having a quick look through the periscope. But this guy, seriously, incredible job by him to keep us busy so long. We ran our batteries almost to half capacity while trying to evade that guy for a few hours. Really good of him. Secure from silent running. We don't need that anymore. Christ. 2:30. Let's have a quick listen. Yeah. Constant speed. I think he is indeed steaming away. Going back home. Because God knows where that merchant went to in this time. Now, I'm in a little precarious situation here. In the sense that it is not even 11 o'clock yet. We have been submerged for a few hours already, so the air on board is already starting to get stale, and it is not even midday yet and my batteries are almost at half capacity. The weather up top, I think, is still completely clear. Let's verify that. Yeah, that looks very much clear. And that means surfacing and staying on the surface would be incredibly dangerous due to airplanes. Because yes, that bugger is steaming away, but maybe he has called some friends. There he is, in the distance. Down periscope before he spots it. Please tell me he didn't spot it. Moving away. Super, super, super annoying little ship. Really damn annoying. Hydrophone. Yeah, still steaming away. He didn't spot the periscope. Really, really annoying little bugger. Okay. Let's make a shortcut here and see if indeed he is vanishing over the horizon, and maybe we can surface to vent the boat a bit before we continue our voyage home, because we have expended all of our torpedoes, we have expended even all of our deck gun ammunition, or at least of the high explosive kind. So there's nothing more for us to do here at the English coast. We are going home. Let me make a shortcut. We have a serious problem on our hands. What you can hear here is the patrol boat that's still steaming away. This is another one. Well, something. It is something. My hydrophone operator reported an enemy warship coming towards us at this bearing. He did call for backup. I'm in trouble. Let's raise the periscope, have a quick look in that direction. Still nothing to see over there. Whatever it is still far away. But judging by the engine sounds, it's coming in hot. It's coming in quite fast. Okay, lower the attack periscope, raise the observation periscope. Let's check the skies. Start speeding up the boat. Everything looks clear. No airplanes. For now. Surface the boat. Increase our speed. I need to get some distance between myself and this place before the other ship comes in. And I need to vent the boat. We need fresh air. Diesels are starting. The crew is very tired. This has been a really prolonged engagement, and that is sapping their endurance quite hard. We need the rest more than anyone. And let's see who is still kind of fresh and can serve as a spotter. You. Let's bring everybody who is not required into the crew quarters to rest up a bit. Be silly, there we go. Everybody else, yeah, you need a replacement urgently. Who can we send? Let's send the flag gunner here. Also, you are not my choice number one. There we go. Better. Oh, these two guys are very tired. Do I have replacements that are adequate? Yeah, you. And you. Good. Chief Engineer, don't recharge batteries right now. We'll run at high speed for half an hour before... I guess before I will dive again. These guys... I don't need the damage control team anymore. So these guys, oops, these guys can go back into the quarters, and I'll bring them to the torpedo room for now. There they go. Good. Okay. So some of the men can rest, recuperate a bit, while others have to do some work, but that's fine. Up top the situation is still clear. Watch officer. Any visual contacts? No visual contacts. Good. Let's hope it stays that way. Let's hope it stays that way. How much can I recharge my batteries in half an hour? If I let them recharge. Now, I'll rather use the time to get away from this position. Yeah, let's do it. Also, let's raise the antenna. There it goes. Good. Let's make another shortcut, and then you will find out if I manage to get away from here or not. Just over half an hour later, and so far, so good. No visual contacts yet, and we have managed to get a few kilometers between us and our old position. But now I will submerge the boat for the rest of the day to avoid any airplane patrols. I'm sure they are searching for me. So, let's go down to periscope depth.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Auf Seerotiefe gehen.
Come on, bring her down. The water is rushing into the tanks. And there we go, she's going under. Good, good, good. Very good.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1-0.
Slow
Jawohl,
down
Herr
the boat.
Kaloin. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Let's hope that our battery lasts until evening, but I think it should. No problem. We should have enough battery capacity to last us until the sun sets, and then we will surface and of course recharge while we make our way home. We seem to have a little situation. The crew is suddenly all tense on the bridge. That's usually an indication of an incoming aircraft, and we do have excellent visibility, so I'm not sure why they didn't spot it yet. There we go. And 10 coordinates. Let's see, 110 degrees.
Flugzeug gesichtet.
Ah, that's a bomber. Increase speed.
Beide Maschinen AK voraus.
No, we are not getting down in time. We are not getting... No, we are not doing it in time.
Flugzeugabwehrgeschütz
Man the flag guns.
Flugzeug gesichtet. Lage 110. Große Entfernung.
Yeah, let's do that. Did he drop? Yeah, he did. What's that? Is that a Bristol? These things are just so fast. They really are on you in a heartbeat. But okay. They missed by a country mile. And now he's sailing away. Okay. Sailing away. He's flying away. Let's secure the entire aircraft guns. We are gonna dive now. Yeah, secured. Down to periscope depth. We are diving.
Seerotiefe gehen.
Depth under Kiel
Jawohl,
here.
Herr Kaloin. Tiefe unter Kiel ist 4,3.
Okay. Bring us down to 13 meters, no, 25 meters.
Neue Tiefe 2,5 Meter.
And that's it. We are vanishing beneath the surface. Good.
Derzeitige Tiefe 1,0.
Look how rapidly that needle is going down.
Derzeitige Tiefe 2,0.
Slow down the boat.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Alright, we survived an aircraft attack. Those two engine bombers, they're just so damn fast. We wouldn't have made it beneath the surface in time. So I had to man the flak gun, and maybe the fire from the flak gun made them a bit less accurate. Although I'm not sure. It took a moment for the flak gun to start engaging. Anyway, we were quite lucky, and I think I'll stay beneath the surface for the remainder of the day. So, let's do just that, and let's continue our voyage home. Yeah, close one, I agree. May 26th, 1940. We are finally back in home waters. Finally safe. But we can't just sail into the port. The British have begun to airdrop mines into the approaches to our harbors, in the hopes of sinking a few ships that way. Well, we can't really blame them for this, since the Luftwaffe has been doing the same to English harbors. But for us this means that we have to wait outside of the approach to the harbor for a Minesweeper to rendezvous with us. The Minesweepers have a difficult task. They have to guide us past our own minefields and anti-submarine nets that have been erected to protect the harbor against enemy raids. In his wake, we will also be relatively safe from enemy mines. If enemy mines are present, then it's better for the Minesweeper to detonate them. The losses in men and material will most likely be less severe than if our submarine hits one of them. Speaking with the cold hard language of military economics, the Minesweeper is simply easier to replace. As we follow in the wake of the Minesweeper, I contemplate the current military situation. How many more times would we have to sail back out to sea to fight the English before they would finally accept that their situation is hopeless. Norway, Denmark, the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, all have been overrun by our army. The British Expeditionary Force is currently sitting in Dunkirk, desperately trying to evacuate back to England. And without their help, France won't stand a chance. But of course, the British are a very stubborn people, a trait that has to be respected. They won't give up, even if France falls. It is the task of our U-boats to shatter the empire by isolating the island nation. As I arrive to this conclusion, we are finally entering the port. And I can see that the press is waiting for us. Oh, how I dislike them and their crude propaganda efforts. U-55 unter Kommando von Leutnant zu See Tonchi 87 läuft nach besonders erfolgreicher Feindfahrt an der Küste Englands wieder in Wilhelmshaven ein. Das U-Boot und seine heldenhafte Besatzung haben auf ihrer ersten Feindfahrt 20 Tage auf See verbracht und dem Feind enormen Schaden zugefügt. Beachten Sie die am Periskop gehissten Wimpel. Jeder steht für eine Versenkung eines feindlichen Schiffes. Insgesamt konnten 7 Schiffe mit einem Gewicht von 22.100 Bruttoregistertonnen versenkt werden. Das Personal des Marinestützpunkts begrüßt die heimkehrenden Helden mit tosender Freude. Die Marinekapelle untermalt den Empfang mit passender Musik. Blumen regnen auf die tapferen Seeleute herab, die diesen Empfang sicherlich lange in Erinnerung behalten werden. Die Besatzung des Bootes steht in Reih und Glied an Deck, sichtlich berührt ob des herzlichen Empfangs. Auf dem Kommandoturm zu sehen ist Oberfähnrich zur See M.O. Kerger. Als erster Wachoffizier hat er todesmutig dem Beschuss eines englischen Handelsschiffes getrotzt, seine Geschützbesatzung zu Höchstleistungen ermuntert und deren Feuer geleitet, bis der englische Frachter versenkt werden konnte. Hierfür wird ihm noch am selben Abend von Dönitz das Eiserne Kreuz 2. Klasse verliehen. Dieses neue Boot und seine Besatzung haben eine der erfolgreichsten Feindfahrten des Krieges absolviert. Fürchte dich, England, denn bald stechen sie wieder in See